broadcasting from Nabula, Kuwait. This is the Me and Larry reality video show, LTL editorial. Yes, this is going to be a good editorial because I'm fired up watching BBC informing the president on Ghana. Somebody informed him about Ghana and what it deals with in the history in Ghana. I know the president had to make a stop in Africa to show about what was happening in the G8 summit, and with the money for the food aid, which came about to $15 to $20 billion to help out for the food aid for the African nation. He had to kick off there. Yeah, so he was okay on that. He did a good job on that. But, Mr. President, I am disappointed in you. That because you have been misinformed about the slavery and where it was started at. Yes, Ghana had a slave fort, and yes, Mrs. Obama, Michelle, First Lady Michelle, talked about the great-grandfather that was slavery in West Africa, and they, you know, the people gonna pinpoint Ghana. Now, what's been really disturbing and upset about it, because I just came back from a trip up in Senegal on June 6, 2009. I went to Goree Island. I broadcast in Goree Island. I talked about the slave house in Goree Island. It holds a lot of history in Goree Island. If you didn't watch it or pay attention to it, and I'm going to try to get this video out. I don't care if I had to go through the slowest in God creation in Kuwait. This is the worst internet connection. I'm going to get it out to you. And to let you know that the BBC had dropped the ball and others has misinformed you about the slavery that came out of there. It's not only came out of Ghana, but there was the island. Goree Island was the one that really held the slaveries. It held the slave house. It held the history of how the slaves was packed in there. I did a video. I had Mr. Muhammad, I had Mr. Bobo, I had Mr. Rim that helped me put that together about the slave house in Goree Island, which was outside Senegal, Dakar, Senegal. It was a history that everybody can pay attention and learn. With the slaves, it started from back in the 1400s, and it came from that as far the people, the slaves was picked up from all the way to Nigeria. So that means Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, and others was right in that area. So the slaves was picked up there. They was cramming rooms from men and 30 people in a small room, and women in a small room, children in a small room, shackles. I will, if you want to see that video, ask me. I give you information. I know why you needed to go to Ghana. Yes, it's a English colony out there compared to Senegal. Senegal is of French and Dutch type of descendants, and when they speak of French. Ghana is of English and is diversified ethnic. Or what about Senegal? Senegal is that way too. There's a place called Pinkland. It's like that. So you have been misinformed, Mr. President, once again. And of course, God bless you, First Lady, about your great-grandfather. You said West Africa, you said, and people be thinking Ghana. What about Goree Island? That's why BBC, you dropped the ball, or whoever dropped the ball. I'm going to get this through. If I had to go through the slowest and the worst internet system in the world, in Kuwait, LTL is getting it out to you. And I got your email address, President, along with BBC, and I'm going to get it out on YouTube and I report. This is LTL. He's making his point, and he's going to get it out. And I am sounding